Welcome to Module 7. By now, you know how to grow rice, process it, and use the right tools. But if you want to turn rice farming into profitable business, you need more than agronomic knowledge. You need a business mindset. This model provides a step-by-step roadmap from feasibility study to capital, land, business planning, registration, government support, and finding farmers to work with. Nigeria has a huge market gap. We still import rice despite being West Africa's largest producers. With the right planning, you can build a successful rice enterprise. Model content. Here is what we will cover. Feasibility study. What to access before you spend money. Capital requirements, estimated cost per hectare, land acquisition, models, lease, buy or outgrown scheme, business planning, essential section for a solid plan, registration and compliance, CAC, NAFDAC, refund, government support, especially the Anchor Borrowers Program, other support programs, and finally, where to find rice farmers in Nigeria. Let's get started. Introduction. Nigeria is the largest rice producer in West Africa, yet we still don't produce enough to meet demand. That gap is a business opportunity. Government policies like import uh, government policies like import ban and high tariffs favor local production. But success requires business acumen, planning, financing, compliance, and network. This model gives you a practical roadmap to launch and grow a profitable rice farming business, whether you are a smallholder or aiming for commercial scale. Feasibility study. What to access? Before you invest a single naira, do a feasibility study. This answers one question: will this business be profitable and sustainable? Access five areas: technical, what is your soil type, water availability, climate, access to inputs, market, who will buy your rice, at what price, is there demand, finance, what are set up and operation costs per hectare, expected yield, break even point, operational, access to land, labor, equipment, storage, processing. Legal, permits, CAC registration, NAFDAC, refund, environmental rules. Do these studies before committing capital. It will save you from expensive mistakes. Capital requirements. Let's talk about money. These are estimated costs per hectare as of now. Land preparation, plowing, harrowing, leveling costs about 120 to 150. Seedings, depending on method, cost about 20 to 50,000. Fertilizer, 5 to 6 bags of NPK plus 2 to 3 bags of urea, costs about 300,000 to 450,000. Herbicides and pesticides, 50 to 100,000. Labor costs about 200 to 350,000. Irrigation, if needed, costs about 50 to 100,000. Harvesting and threshing costs about 50 to 100,000. Post-harvest handling and transport, another 50 to 100,000. The total you will need per hectare is about 1.2 to 1.8 million. For a smallholder with 1 or 2 hectare, budget around 1.2 to 1.5. For commercial 10 hectare, about 5 million. Large scale 50 to 500 hectare, you budget about 100 to 500 million. Start small, scale gradually. Land acquisition method. How do you get land? Several models: lease or rent. This preserves your capital, reduces risks, and lets you test a location before committing. Best for new farmers or those with limited capital. Purchase, long-term security, no annual rental cost but requires more capital. best for established farmer. Outgrower scheme. An anchor company provides inputs and a guaranteed market. You provide land and labor. This reduces risks for small holders. Examples include the Olem and the Wakot cooperative farming. Pool resources with other farmers to buy inputs in bulk, share equipment and market together. Best for smallholder who need skill. Land bank or government scheme. Leased government-owned estate farms, Audachi cultivar. Pro tip: start with leasing. Keep your initial capital for essential inputs like seeds and fertilizer. Business planning. A business plan is your roadmap. It is also essential if you want loans or investors. Here are 9 essential sections. 1 is the executive summary, 2 company description, 3 products and services, 4 market analysis, 5 marketing and sales strategy, 6 operational plan, 7 management and organization, 8 financial plan, 9 risk management, and finally risk management. How would you handle weather, pest, price? Free business plan templates are available online. For professional help, Fominafira Markets Research offer feasibility report, registration and compliance. Any business in Nigeria must be registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, the CAC. There are two common structure: business name registration costs about 10,500 to 12,000 if you do it yourself online. This is sufficient for most smallholder farmers and small processors. Limited liability company requires minimum shared capital of 1 million. This is for large commercial firms. Good news, there is a free registration opportunity through a partnership between CAC and CDEM. 250 MSN can register for free. Visit the portal. For most of your for most of you, business name registration is enough to start. Registration and compliance, NAFDAC and REFAN. Two more important registration. The first is the NAFDAC mandatory if you are processing and packaging rice for sale. Any packaged rice sold in Nigeria must display a NAFDAC number. The processing gets CAC. The process: get CAC registration first, then gather documents, apply online at registration.nafdac.government.ng, pay fee and wait for approval. This takes about 90 working days. Second is the REFAN, the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria. You need REFAN membership to access government programs like the Anchor Borrowers Program. REFAN provide input subsidies, training and market leakage. Annual membership is nominal, about 1,000 to 5,000 naira. Contact your state refund secretary to join or join through a cooperative. Without RENA membership, you cannot access ABP, so join early. Government Support Anchor Borrower Program, the ABP. The Anchor Borrower Program, launched by the Central Bank of Nigeria in 2015, is one of the most accessible government supports for smallholder rice farmer. Here is how it works. An anchor company, often a large miller, guarantees to buy your harvest at an agreed price. You receive a loan in kind: seeds, fertilizer, chemical. At harvest, you repay the loan with your product. That covers the loan and interest. The anchor company then pays you the cash equivalent. Equability: you must be part of a registered cooperative or cluster. You need at least 3 years of farming experience. a 10% equality contribution, and validated farmland. To apply, go through participating banks if you are an anchor or through state ADP for cooperative. APB reduces your risk because you already have guarantee buyers. Other government support programs beside ABP are the Agricultural Credit Guarantee Scheme, the CACS, which provide credits to commercial farmers, the NALDA, the National Agricultural Land Development Authority. Where to find rice farmers in Nigeria? If you are a processor or an aggregator, you need to find rice farmer to buy from. Here are the best resources. Refine States Chapter. Contact the National Security Secretary or the State's Chairman for list of member farmers. State ADPs. Visit the nearest ADP zonal office. Extension agents have farmers list. List farm cluster and cooperative. Ask ADP or the State Ministry of Agriculture. Online platform The Farmers NG, Afrimash, Farm Square, and WhatsApp or Telegram group. Direct outreach. Visit major rice producing area at harvest time or go to local grain market and input dealers. The major rice producing states are Kebbi, Niger, Benue, Ebonyi, Taraba, Kaduna, Kano, Cross River, and Anambra. The best time to visit are harvest period between November to February. For dry season rice, you visit between April to June. For wet season rice, that's what when you get farmers selling paddy. Let's summarize Model 7. First, feasibility study. Do it before you spend money. It determines if your business can be profitable. Second, capital. 1 hectare costs at least 1.2 million. Start small, scale gradually. Third is land. Leasing is smarter for beginners. Outgrower scheme risks. Out, outgrower scheme reduce risks. Fourth is the business plan, essential for funding and as your roadmap. Fifth is the registration. CAC cost about 10,000 to 12,000. NAFDAC takes about 90 days for processed rice, and the refund membership is your key to ABP. The sixth is the government support. The Anchor Borrower Program is the most accessible. The seventh is the network. Refund ADPs, cooperative, and online platforms connect you to farmers and markets. This formula is simple. Start small, learn instantly, reinvest your profit, and scale gradually. With discipline and good business sense, rice farming can be highly profitable in Nigeria. Questions: why is leasing land often better than buying for a first time rice farmer? What are the key differences between a feasibility study and a business plan? How does the Anchor Borrower Program reduce risks for smallholder farmers?